Hello guys and welcome back. My name is Solaito and today we're going to talk about a very special subject, actually MMR. And MMR, I've noticed, is a concept not that many players do understand. I know it was first introduced in like season 3 when it started out, so probably some of you guys will know what it is. But for the others, no, this might be a quick guide on explaining what MMR is and how it actually works. So at season 2, everyone had an LO and everyone was placed on a ladder. And your ELO determined where you was on the ladder. There were no divisions, no tiers, as it is right now. But then when season 3 first arrived, League of Legends and Riot Games made a big change to the league system, and they implemented divisions and tiers. And that way, it was no longer possible to see how good you exactly were. You know when you were in Diamond that you were a pretty good player, but you didn't know, am I now the 5,000 best player of the world, or am I in the top 10,000? You didn't really know. And if you are in bronze, I'm not that good. I should improve a little bit. So, and that way they made it that way, so people wouldn't be that disencouraged when they were at the bottom. And overall, I think it's a nicer system to present how good you are. That's my opinion. But something you have to understand is that there is actually still, your ELO is still active, but we do not longer call it ELO. Nowadays we call it MMR. And as MMR stands for matchmaking ranking. So it's a ranking Riot Games uses to place you together with other players. So for example, if you are in bronze 1 and you have an MMR of, I don't know, 1000, then you can be matched up with, for example, a gold player who also has an MMR of 1000. And at first that might seem unfair because bronze and gold are pretty far apart, but it is actually fair because your MMR is the same. So that's something you have to understand. And it can happen that your division and your MMR are very far apart from each other. So when your MMR is much higher than the division you are in, for example, you have an MMR of a diamond player, but you are still playing in platinum, then you will be matched up with diamond players, although you are only in platinum. And probably it will be harder to win your games and carry your team. But there's a catch. Because it's harder, you also get more league points, LP, for winning that game, and you lose less LP for losing the game. It also goes the other way around. When you have less MMR than the actual division you are in, you will be matched up with easier players, so it should be easier for you to win the game and actually carry your team. So when you win the game, you will gain less league points, but if you lose, you'll lose more. So it's not beneficial to let your MMR drop so you have easy players. No, because it ain't helping you, because you'll just lose more LP and gain less. So it's kind of hard. And some people talk about ELO hell, and it's actually what I see as ELO hell, as being in a place where you gain very few LP only and lose lots of LP for losing it. So that's a situation which is pretty hard to get out. I've been there before, so I was gaining 8 LP for winning a match and losing 20. I was winning 4 games in a row, I lost 1, it was all gone, my LP. So that's my vision on the ELO hell. Other players might have another vision, I don't really know. So that's actually how the MMR system works. Now, how does it actually happen that your MMR is much higher than your actual division or is much lower than your actual division? So when you win a match, your league points go up, but also your MMR goes up. Excuse me, and your MMR will go up faster than the league points. So eventually your MMR will be greater than your league points, and then you will be matched up with more difficult enemies. What also could happen is that you get in your promotion series, for example, to go to gold 1 from silver, to go to gold 5 from silver 1, and you win 2 matches and then you lose 3 matches of your promotion series. And then you're placed back in Silver 1 and you win all your games again, and then you win 2 of your promotion series and you lose 3 again. So it goes on and on and on. And in general, you will be like winning, I know, 5 matches and losing 3. So you win more than you lose, but still you stay in Silver 1. So then your MMR will actually be raising, but you will still be in Silver 1. And that way you will be matched up with more difficult enemies, but also you'll gain more LP. Also, something you have to know is that it is actually possible to skip certain divisions. So what happens if you, for example, in Silver 3 and your MMR is lots higher than your actual division, then it's possible to skip Silver 2 and go immediately to Silver 1. For example, Night Blue, who did a series on this and he went from Bronze to Challenger, for each tier he went in, he skipped 2 divisions. So that way it's possible to level up quite quickly. So, and how is it possible to have an MMR which is lower than your actual division? Well, that's quite easy, because Riot Games implemented such a thing that you could not drop out of your tier. So for example, if you're in Silver, you can never go back to Bronze unless you're inactive. But let's say that doesn't happen, you're always active and you always keep playing, but you keep losing, maybe because you have bad teams or such, and you keep losing. And that way, your MMR will be dropping, and you'll probably be matched up with like Bronze 3 players, but you will still be in Silver. So, and that's kind of a tough situation to get out of there. So that's actually how it works. Although there's still one catch. League of Legends has implemented a new system where you can actually drop out of tiers. So it's actually possible to drop out of Silver and Gold, even though if you're active. And it happens when you are matched up with people from like 1 tier below you. So let's say you are a Gold 5 and you keep on losing, and at first you will be matched up for Silver 1, Silver 2, Silver 3, and will go down. And at a certain point you will have an MMR equal to a Silver 5 player. And at that moment, if you keep on losing, you'll drop to Silver 1. So you have to be very careful, because you can nowadays, it was a recent change they have implemented, you can actually drop out of your tier. So be careful. So that's actually all I had to say about MMR. I hope I have clarified some issues you guys had with MMR. I've done my best. If you still have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. Maybe make a future videos on explaining on answering your questions. If there are other subjects you don't quite understand and you want me to explain them to you, also leave just a comment below. I'll take a look at it and see if it's possible to do so. If you'd like the episode, give it a like, and of course, if you want to get updated on my future videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and have a nice life.